All right, everybody, in today's interview, we're interviewing Frederick. Now, Frederick came to me doing about 40 grand a month with his offer doing pretty good. He helps people start short form marketing agencies. And now today he does about $200,000 to $250,000 a month, just about 7 to 9 months later. I forget exactly when we started. Things we really achieved with him was just helping him scale out his sales team, scale out his marketing, really build his organization out a little bit and scale out his delivery as well. So it's a really, really cool interview. You're gonna learn a lot about what it looks like to scale a coaching offer. Yeah, let's get right into it.
Of course. My name is Frederick. I'm 24 years old. I'm from Denmark, but I'm based in Dubai, just like my partner, Jeppe. Jeppe is my partner in everything that we kind of do. I'm the face of the program and all the short form society, which is the name of the program, and all of our activities, but we run everything together. And yeah, I think we came to you, Trey, like maybe 7 or 8 months ago. I think we just crossed like our first 40K month, and I think we both thought, Jeppe and I, that we were doing pretty well, but we definitely like needed some more help and guidance on like how to scale the info product that we were running. And yeah, the program that we're running is basically just teaching beginners how that they can start and scale their own agency. So just like a service-based model, we're not like kind of like married to just one metric or vehicle to get there. We teach our students both like email marketing, landing pages, paid ads, short form content, and a lot of different things. But main thing is just like that they get the knowledge and tools that Jeppe and I have and that we've used to like run our agency throughout the past 2 years in understanding communication, value-based offers, performance fees and retainers, and just making sure that people have all the knowledge and tools in the world to excel with their business. So we started that and we hit 40K, and then we came to you and yeah, then we hit the first 100K month in summer, during the summer, I think in June. And then we've just consistently been doing 150K. And I think here in January, we'll probably hit 180K. If we really step it up, we'll probably cross 200K.
Nice. That's good, man. Yeah, very cool, man. I mean, yeah, it's interesting when you guys came, I think it was pretty clear what you had to do. You already had a lot of momentum, to be fair, but I think it's just the internal stuff of like sales team. Yeah, that's the biggest one, and just like being able to pair marketing with a good sales team, But I won't speak for you, man. I mean, what would you say are the biggest things that got you from 40K to now, well above 100?
I think the main thing was the mindset shift. Like me and Jeppe really looked at each other and we were like, after the first call that we had with you, it was like, okay, if we want to take this business to where we want to take it, we have to start acting and behaving like the business that makes these amount of numbers. So like, I think we were just relentless with implementing everything that you were doing at that time. So like the feedback loops, the data, the tracking, the numbers, the sheets, being relentless with like culture and the people that we brought in. And then the full focus was just like always on the product. So like, how can we make sure that all of our students are just as happy as possible and that the fact that they're getting the results that they pay for?
Have you guys watched I've made that training, the 0 to 500 grand a month as a coach training, like every step. Have you watched that training yet?
I've skimmed through it. It's on my to-do for tomorrow, actually.
Really should watch it.
Yeah.
You really should. Because I mean, if you can do 200, you can do 500. It's actually not that much of a jump. Like the biggest jump is cracking 6 figures in a month. That's the hardest work you have to do. After that, it's just scaling out internally in terms of sales team and coaching team. Just watch it. You'll get the idea of what I'm talking about, but it's not that hard.
Will do.
Like we're at 5 sales reps. Each produces at least 70 grand a month in new business, right? And then the recurrings come in, and that ends up being, at least $500,000. So, it's pretty straightforward, like it's super straight, especially because you guys are still doing the VSL funnel, right? Mostly.
We are, yes. Yep.
Yeah. So dude, you got to watch that. It'd be so
Will do.
It'd be so easy. It sounds like you guys came in doing 40. You had a really good product, a really good offering. You really care about your customers, which is huge. A lot of people just literally don't even care. So you've already got that. And then I just came in and I was like, all right, this is kind of the systems and this is the mindset that I approach my business with. You guys adopted that. And then you hired in some salespeople, scaled up the advertising spend. And now you're here, right? Pretty much. Now we're here. How does it feel, man? How does it feel looking back at the journey and what's it like, being able to look back and tell your older self, like, yeah, like we're doing it. We're doing a couple million a year now. What's that like?
It's crazy. It honestly is. Like we entered 2023 with no info product whatsoever. And then we entered 2024, with as a team of 9 people and like doing the numbers that we're doing. But I think, as you said, it all comes down to the student results. Like I think I was even more proud when I had a student doing like, I remember onboarding him in March and he had like no clue about business. And I just like saw myself in that guy. And in the month of December, that guy did $27,000 with his agency, you know,
Oh,
from
dude,
March to that. And I was like, damn, like the fact that I did something that worked, I put it together with one of my best friends, Jeppe, and
yeah,
we convinced that guy to believe in us. And then we like gave him all the stuff, and then all the credit in the world to that guy for taking it and putting it into work. Like that just flipped the switch, I think, even more.
yeah, dude.
Um,
I love that.
but I think, yeah. But
That-
the main thing is also like the company size, you know, the fact that we just had the team meeting today, and it's like it's so cool that we're just like 9 people on a call where it's like all about how can we make this thing better,
Yeah,
and
dude.
like the momentum. And we have a team vacation coming up, and it's like
Good.
because that is the number one thing that I think I took away from you is like how to be a good leader and like how to put the right people in place. Because like now I just sleep so well at night because I know that I just have all the people in the right place with the right mindset and the same vision as I do. So I'm like, I'm so comfortable. All I do is just like focus on YouTube and content and students, because I just know that all the salespeople representing my face and my company are just doing an amazing job. So I can just do whatever I love to do. So it's sick. Like it's so sick.
Yeah, it gets pretty easy once you get past that initial hump. That's why I'm saying 500 isn't that much of a stretch for you guys. And you do like probably 45% profit at 500, maybe even 50 if you did the back end thing well. But even if you didn't, you know. Yeah, dude, it gets really easy once you have the right people on the ship and just a predictable marketing channel, you know, and you guys care about your clients and you celebrate when your clients are winning. It's the best business ever, dude. What does the future look like for you guys, man? Like, what are you guys trying to build? Like, what does the next 2 to 3 years look like? So you can be doing 40. Now you're doing well over 100, aiming at 250, 200-ish, something like that. What does the future look like revenue wise, student impact wise, company wise? Like, what are you guys trying to build high level?
Very good question. I think like we because as you said, like most people they don't like they always just focus on like profit and like how can we make as much profit as possible with like the leanest team, and so that the founder or the face of the project that got the cool idea like can keep as much to themselves. And I think me and Jeppe kind of like want to reverse it around. We want to see like how many people can we impact with our product, and then we'll just like take it from there, I think. So that also means, of course, a higher revenue because then more people have bought into it. And so I think like definitely 500K before summer is definitely the goal. And then just focusing on the program. Like I've dedicated every single hour now and putting into like the 3.0 version of it. And I think there's like when that is out, then I'm like fully satisfied of like the products that I can like, holy shit, this I put my life into this, you know. And I think then it will naturally go to 500K because then it's just so dialed.
Yeah, dude.
And because as you said, it's also not like just a process now. We know exactly what to look for in a closer. We know exactly what SOPs to follow. We know exactly what to tell him on feedback calls, what he should focus on, what he should say when the prospect says XYZ. So like now it's just like a machine, you know. So it's also about like us actually like just taking the leap of faith and then just spending maybe 30 or 40% next month, not caring about profit, and then see. And that's also the thing that you said to us, like just spend more money, see where it breaks, fix it, and then just keep doing it. And then you guys will just keep on scaling. And that's literally what has happened.
100%. Yeah, man. Well, cool. I mean, look, like, what would you say to somebody who's at that 10 to 50K a month mark, you know, that wants to get to a multi seven figure a year level, or even an 8 figure a year level, if that was on their heart and on their mind? Like, what would your advice be to that person in that state? Anything goes. I'm curious.
Find someone who has done it before. Like it was a kind of a no-brainer for me and Jeppe to go with you. It could have been any other guy, but we just listened to a podcast with you where we resonated with you on a personal level, and then we trusted your vehicle. I think like people should find a person, because also at this point this is not just like a course, you know, like to be completely fair, I haven't watched a lot of the course. I was just there for the one-on-ones because that was like where me and Jeppe just like got so many takeaways, and 70% of it was probably also just like very personal, very mindset wise, very like leader wise, because like we of course knew a little bit about the systems and the ads. It was just like tweaking, you looking at the numbers, approving, go on boys, spend some more money. This is not like physics, you know, like it's not like crazy. So I think like for people who really wants to scale, find a person that they really resonate with, their values in life when it also comes to outside of business. So like their religion or their personal state or the things that they post on their stories, the things they share, the resources. Find a person and then go with them and then trust them. Because like I think the kind of like the key takeaway for our conversation here is that it's not that hard. Like it is pretty simple when you when you take a really good product and you put it into a very good marketing machine, and then you just put enough ad spend into the right people, then it's gonna be okay.